Montenegro. Montenegro is a really small country, ex-Yugoslavian Republic, and we are really small, but with a big diversity. This is the two picture from Montenegro, which is made several days before. On the left side is southern part with very nice weather, and the right side is north part where I exactly. The content of my presentation. I share this presentation in several parts. At first, I will talk about something which is the topic of my research, that is dichotomical key. I will explain a little bit what dichotomous or dichotomical key are. After that, I will share some part of my research about contribution of dichotomical key to the students' knowledge and students' creativity in primary school. After that, I will give some information how we try to adapt dichotomical key or dichotomous key that is synonym to the blind students, and some stuff which we have planned for the future. At first, I will clarify what is that exactly dichotomous key. The words dichotomous mean divided or split into parts or two possibility. This is scientific way which allow the users to determine or identify the items of their surrounding, for example, the natural world, such as tree, flowers, animals, rocks, or something like that. Dichotomical or dichotomous key are very often used in biological education, but when I read the literature, I find in American school they use dichotomical key to learn the students in first class, the primary school, how to with alone discover the name in their surroundings. So in the picture you can see how they alone can discover the name of different balls. Also they use it to engaging student in exploring surrounding and discover different stuff such as the shoes or geometrical shapes or something like that. Simple biological case are simplified case which mostly contains only organisms from the student's environment, and give them the options to know that organisms closely through biological identification, and of course with implementation of this dichotomical key. We are till maybe 10 years ago, dichotomical key were used only in university level of education. After that, there were several research which try to adapt the dichotomical key or dichotomous key to the students in secondary school or in primary school. So we try to adapt that to students in primary school. We do that research in several parts or several phases. So first we are adapt the dichotomous key through creating dichotomical key. We are create that key at the basis of the students' knowledge about plants in their surrounding. After that, we are select randomly two schools from Podgorica in the same geographical part of the Podgorica. Podgorica is capital city of Montenegro. We give the students an initial test or pre-test. The aim of that test was to select the class for the primary school with the same level of the knowledge of about plants. After that, we are create three groups of students. The first group was learn only with implementation traditional method of teaching. Second group was learned with implementation digital dichotomical key. That is dichotomical key which they usually use on tablet or mobile phone. And third group was use dichotomical key but printed version like some script or books. After several classes, or more precisely 10 classes on which they learn by Montenegrin plan in the school about plants. We have testing, and after three testing of the knowledge were tested by cognitive level, and after 3 months we again retest their knowledge to check how which level of knowledge they have. This is some example how we work with the students. On the picture are represented the students which use the dichotomical key to discover the name and the description and some information about plants for the schoolyard. Dominantly we were with student in schoolyard, but sometimes when it's the rain or we have some other plan, we stay in the classroom, but student use the plants from school herbarium and stuff like that. We are also explore how this dichotomical key can increase the students' creativity. One of the question of the highest cognitive level on the test, which we are trying to knowledge with students get was the question of the cognitive level of synthesis. On this question, we are asked the students to create by themselves new dichotomical key or use the knowledge which you are get during the using or implementing dichotomical key to imagine and create some plants, but with combination the morphological characteristic of the plant which they are learned during the learning process. This is some dichotomical key which are created by our students. Also, there is several options how to test their creativity. Sometimes we give them several plants or several rocks and ask them to create dichotomical key by themselves, but give them the this worksheet where they only need to fill this empty place and create dichotomical key by themselves. But other options are only give them some rocks or some plants, even sometimes animal, and give them opportunity to create all network and all dichotomical key in their school books or their notebooks by themselves alone. By our result, the students which were used the botanical contents by traditional way, they hardly can understand how to fill this net on the left side or how to create dichotomical key. The students which which learn by implementation of printed dichotomical key have better knowledge and had a better creativity level and can create dichotomical key, but the best result in this cognitive level or the best imagination how this work and understanding get the students which use digital dichotomical key. In that time, I have in the classroom one blind students, and I started thinking how visually impaired students can learn about plants in their surrounding. When I read in literature, I just find there usually learn not only about plants, but dominantly about all environment in their surrounding by narrative form. Usually people their parents or students, peers from the class or teacher describe them how that look, or they use the books which with braille printed maps or schemes in which they can touch and explore. We are trying to adapt this botanical content to blind students. We do it in several phases. At first phases, we are create dichotomous key. These phases take almost 1 year of our research. We were trying to adapt what exactly blind students can feel or can see by the plants. We are give the blind students to plants. They are touch plants, sometimes hear how the plants sound or smell it, and describe that to us. We are record all their description, and after that we are using the coding to extract only this morphological characteristic from the plants which blind students dominantly can register. We are select only this code from their description, which is registered by a big part of the blind students. The codes which is or the codes or morphological characteristic of the plants which are registered only for the several blind students were not included in final description of the plants, because that is not common. That is only several students which registered that. After that, we are create dichotomical key, and we are test the dichotomical key with blind students. But we are don't do it only with blind students in primary school, because of the sample. Our wish were to get the biggest sample. In that case, we will get, of course, better result, and also we are analyze their opinions about contribution of a play dichotomical key to the knowledge about plants. This is how look dichotomous key for the blind or visually impaired students. I have some hyperlink, and I will show how that exactly work. I hope my hyperlink, yes. This is that application which we are we created that on the basis, of course, of their description, which we get in the first phases, on three languages: Montenegrin and Serbian. That is the same language, English and German. The reason why we are create this in three languages, because one part of the research we are finishing Montenegro, but second part we are finishing botanical garden at University of University in Graz. So, for example, if we select English language, this is how that work. The blind students touch the plants, and on the basis of their feeling, they select one of the two given options. For example, if they select this, they press this next button, and after that, again, they have one more question. They explore by touching or smelling the plants, and when they select the options which is suitable for their plants, they again press this button, and they get the name of the plants and short description, which is based on perception without division. If we without the vision, if we compare this